Hey everyone, it's Michael Fair from FilmFestivalCircuit.com and the director of the Oregon Short Film Festival. We just wrapped up our winter 2023 event last month. It was an exciting time, fun times, and we are joined by the director of the Best Drama Film Award winner, MADHVI. MADHVI, I got it right. And we're
Yeah,
joined by Jacintha Charles. Hello, Jacintha. How are you?
I'm good, Michael. How are you?
Fantastic. You know what? I missed this event, my own event. I missed it.
Yes.
We had snowpocalypse in Oregon, and I couldn't make it there live. Xiaomi handled this one for me, and I'm glad I had some backup because I really wanted to be there. The Oregon Short Film Festival is our largest event of the year when we have it, and so it was kind of a heartbreak not to see it. But really, I wanted to see your film in front of the audience. How was the experience for you?
It was really great. First of all, the turnout was amazing, and the people who came there. It's really great to mix around with other indie filmmakers, and we got together and we spoke about each other's films a bit. Just a great time to spend together before we all settled down to watch it. And I have to say I had probably one of the best times at a film festival, at the Oregon Short Film Festival, and really surprised that people were so receptive to the film because, when you make a film that's sort of based on a certain culture, you don't really know what you're going to get from the audience. But to have that love and the warmth that came through after people watched the film, it just felt really great, and again, being held in a really sweet neighborhood theater, that was great. That was a really great experience, I would say.
Thank you. Now I'm really bummed I missed it because it was
Yeah, I
such an awesome time. But I
know.
tell you what, the Oregon judges really appreciate great filmmaking, no matter where it comes from. And yours, you didn't win by accident. Drama film category is probably the most competitive category at the Oregon Short Film Festival. So people really held your work in high regard. Actor driven, acting performance award nomination to go along with it. So congrats on that.
Thank you so
Um,
much. I really appreciate that.
yeah, no worries. Let's talk about your casting and how did you find your lead actress? I don't want to do the name wrong. So if you could,
Her
how did
name
you
is
find your lead actress and just how did that all come together?
Right. Her name is Nandini Kanhere. Actually, she's my muse. So she's been in a few of my short films before, and she's also a classically trained Kathak dancer, which is a form of an Indian classical dance. And it was pretty easy while I was writing this. I actually had her in mind while I was writing the story, and so. Um, that was it. I didn't really have to go out. Didn't have The only thing I really had to do was the audition. The rest of the other ladies,
Hmm.
but she was just the one from the start. So yeah.
Well, what is this film about? If someone who hasn't had a chance to didn't have a chance to attend the event or has never seen the film, what's kind of the basic synopsis? What's the gist of it?
So it's about this Indian divorcee. She's an Indian. Yeah, I did say that. So she's an Indian divorcee who's struggling to raise her daughter, and she chances upon an old friend from the time when she used to be in this clique of friends, and she's invited to a lunch gathering with other friends. And basically, at that lunch gathering, she's forced to confront her painful and violent past when she was still married. So, I wanted to talk about the aftermath of domestic violence, really. And this is a character that's having to face up to the reality of what her community forces her to face. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's what the story's about.
It sounds like, something that you may have been familiar with a situation like this is what inspired, you could have made anything and
Mm.
you're an established filmmaker. Of course, we filmed your we've screened your films before, The Gift and some other things. But what is it about this story that you wanted to tell?
I feel like when we've seen films that has domestic violence in it, and you see the person, the survivor or the victim, at that very point in time when they're going through that situation. But we never really have films that deal with the aftermath of domestic violence, because what people don't realize is that the journey for the survivor, it doesn't stop because then you are faced with, once you get out of the relationship, just because you get out of the physical abusive relationship, that doesn't mean that you are clear, you're free from all the other realities that you're going to go through. And so for Madhavi, her character, it's really like how she has to still struggle to find a job or raise her daughter, and like I said, like having to meet all these other old friends who confront her. And it's really a story about survivorship. It's a story about resiliency of a mother, and that was what I really wanted to show. And I just wanted people to remember that the journey for survivors, it doesn't stop. It's really a journey towards healing, but it's fraught with a lot of obstacles along the way.
All right. Well, I appreciate you being transparent about that whole process. I think that the film carries a lot of strong messages in it. Again, there's a reason why it was the winner. I think the judges really appreciated it. Well, going on to our, what are you doing next? I mean, you've created some really good films that have been through our festivals. Can you give us a sneak peek at maybe what your next project is?
So two things. I'm actually currently working on Madhavi the feature, and the other thing is I'm Singaporean. I come from Singapore, and back in 1964 we had the race riots between the Malays and the Chinese. So I'm actually writing a coming of age story that is inspired by the race riots in 1964, and it's a friendship between a Malay girl and a Chinese boy, and how, even with the riots at the backdrop, how they forged their friendship, with a bit of a twist at the end. So yeah, that's what I'm working on.
All right, exciting times. Well, is there anything else you want to add before we go?
Just, a huge thank you to you guys. I mean, for giving us a chance to the opportunity to show our film, showcase our film at your festival. We really had a great time, and yeah, and I hope that I'll come with you guys with another project soon. So yeah.
We're looking forward to it. If someone wants to get in touch with you, what would be the best way to do that?
My website, it's at jacinthacharles.com. You could also go through on Instagram. We have Madhavi Film on Instagram, and I'm also on Instagram, actually, Jacintha.Charles on Instagram, on Facebook as well.
All right. Well, we'll link those in the description if anybody wants to check those out. Thank you so much for your time today. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.